Good morning, children. Today I am going to take you all to a very beautiful historical place called Mandu. It is in Madhya Pradesh, and the word Mandu takes us to the 6th century when it was a fortified city. It was also called as Mandavgarh. Mandu was ruled by the Parmar rulers, the Rajput clan, till 12th century. They shifted their capital from Dhar to Mandu in 1261. They ruled this place till 14th century when it was invaded by the Muslim rulers. It remained capital of the Muslim kingdom till 1561. Children, Mandu is a very beautiful place and it's worth visiting. It has got many historical buildings which is really worth visiting. It is known for its Afghan architectural buildings, and it has got many tourist spots there that can be visited. Jahaj Mahal, which was built by Ghiyasuddin Khilji. फिर रानी रूपमती महल पवेलियन बिल्ड बाय बाज बहादुर. हिंडोला महल होशंग शाह. जामी मस्जिद built by Hoshang Shah again. Baz Bahadur Palace built by Raja Bhoj, and many other buildings are found. Ashraf Mahal, Diware Khan Mosque, Dilwara Temple, Neelkant Mahadev Temple, etc. are found there, which are really worth visiting places for us. Come children, I am going to take you all to all these historical places. Let's enjoy visiting.
Mandu, which is known as the City of Joy, Anandnagari, resides in the Dhar district of Madhya Pradesh. It perched on Vindhya range at an elevation of 600 meters, overlooking the plateau of Malwa to the north and the valley of Narmada. These quiet ruins seem like a story from the Arabian Nights. The city of Mandu is adorned with spellbinding Afghan Turco architecture. The grand palaces are still alive with royal romance, while the darwazas speak of a history of imperial conquests. The present road to Mandu leads up a not very steep hillside and through 4 gates: Alamgir Darwaza, Bhangi Darwaza, Kamani Darwaza and Gadi Darwaza. Bhangi Gate is now a broken down ruin. Only the side walls remain, the superstructure having disappeared. Kamani Gate is a simple structure with 2 high arches side by side. Delhi Darwaza is a pretty structure with 2 successive archways. There is only one main road in Mandu, which runs straight from the gates through the village. Royal Enclave Monuments. The fortified Royal Enclave, spread over a large area, it covers a diversified assortment of ruins from stable to pleasure palaces. One of the most prominent monument, not only of Royal Enclave group of monuments, but also the icon of Mandu, is Jahaj Mahal. Stands on a narrow stretch of enlaced between the 2 water bodies of Kapur and Munj Talab. Hindola Mahal literally means a swinging palace, a name given to its peculiarly sloping side walls. The massive vaulted roof of the hall has disappeared, though the row of lofty arches, which once supported the huge ceiling above. The T-shaped projection was added later, probably to provide a well-guarded approach for the king. The pointed arches on the building's interior shows that Malwa architecture was influenced by the Delhi styles. The transverse projection of the Hindola Mahal is a double-story building. In this two-story building, the upper story was reserved for the use of the royal ladies. From outside, it seems to be a simple structure, but on careful examination, we will realize it's neatly chiseled masonry with fine joints, with set of carved moldings which enhances the beauty. Mandu's Royal Palace Complex. Although in ruins, the complex still provides the grandeur of the golden days of Mandu. At the entrance of the royal palace lies the stepwell of Champa Bauli. A subterranean passage goes down to the base of the wall and further connects itself with labyrinth of valuated rooms known as Takhana. At a short distance from the well is the hammam, in the ceiling of which beautiful stars were cut for light. The existing remains of the structure show only a pair of halls with vaulted ceilings. Jal Mahal. During the height of monsoon, when the Munj Talav is full to its brim, a narrow passage connects the royal palace to the Jal Mahal. The village group of monuments is located at the core of the citadel of Mandu. The village group consists of Jami Masjid, Hoshang Shah's tomb, Asharfi Mahal, and Mahmud Khilji's tomb. Jami Masjid. The mosque remains quiet and tranquil. Jami Masjid was modelled as the Great Mosque of Damascus. The construction of Jami Masjid was started by Hoshang Shah and completed by Mahmud Khilji in 1454 AD. On the other side of the road, facing the Jami Masjid, is the Asharfi Mahal. South of the central group of monuments, in citadel of Mandu, is Darya Khan Tomb Complex. Adjoining to the southern wall of Darya Khan's tomb is a small brick-lined pond called Somvati Kund. A few steps to the southwest is the Lal Sarai. For centuries, Mandu has been an important trading center, welcoming traders from all over the world. Thus, the inns have been an integral part of Mandu. The Malik Mughit's Mosque is located on a high plinth, and the entrance is through a long flight of stairs from the eastern side. On the either side of the stairs, along the plinth, are 12 arched rooms, 6 on each side. A Persian inscription on top of the entrance of the Malik Mughit's Mosque claims that the mosque was built in 1432 AD. Facing the Malik Mughit's Mosque is the Caravan Sarai. Mandu has several such sarai, but the Caravan Sarai is the largest and most spectacular of all the sarais of Mandu. It consists of a simple architecture with a large open courtyard along with the rooms on all 4 sides. Move out of the Caravan Sarai and take a left turn towards north. On the right is a ruined structure next to the Malik Mughit's Mosque. This structure probably served as the residence of the Imam of the mosque. Further north is a small pond, and beyond it is a massive tomb crowned with a gigantic dome. A little bit ahead on the left is a domed structure known as the Dai Ki Choti Behan Ka Mahal. To the west of Sagar Talav lies the Nilkant Temple, which is the shrine of Lord Shiva. The enclosure of the shrine has countless trees and a sacred pond. There are some philosophic inscriptions on its walls which preach the superiority of emancipation over earthliness. The present structure of Nilkant Palace was built on the site of a shrine of Lord Shiva. In the center of the palace is a fine container to which water was supplied by a channel built along the column of the apartment on the southern side. The star attraction of Baz Bahadur's palace is the two pavilions on the terrace. The pavilion, supported by 12 circular pillars, have equal triple arches on each side and is crowned with a hemispherical dome. Located on a hilltop overlooking the Baz Bahadur's palace is the Roopmati's pavilion. The pavilion lies towards the southern part of Baz Bahadur's palace. Initially, it was built on a low platform as a large hall with 2 rooms on each side and a broad sloping base. Later, the construction was extended from the western edge along the pedestal. The western projection contains a large cistern in which rainwater was collected during the monsoon through the channel running from the roof to the reservoir below. The corridors in the basement have a number of arched openings across their width to support the ceiling. The star attraction of Roopmati's pavilion are the 2 pavilions on its terrace. It was probably from here Roopmati watched the Narmada flow. The journey through the monuments of Mandu, though many of them in ruined state, still touches the soul, and breathtaking beauty of the nature adds to that charm. Even Emperor Jahangir was mesmerized by the beauty of Mandu and quoted, "I know no place so pleasant in climate and so pretty in scenery as Mandu during the rains." The glory of architectural gem lives on in legends and song recorded for the generations to come.
I hope you must all have enjoyed visiting this place. Your virtual tour must be fruitful. And I hope in your near future you will really visit this place with your parents and will enjoy this historical tourist spot. Thank you, children.